music.
Ready when you are. Just cue when you're ready. Okay, alrighty, good evening, folks. Yes, we're early. Wait, a Bonspiel on Friday night?
Who'd have thunk it?
What the heck? So, for those of you who are tuning in, if anybody, welcome to the 7 o'clock draw. We are a little bit early, but that's okay. We're going to do some pregame. My name is Al, and I'll be doing my commentary. Joining me are...
I'm Joe Hotshot Tony Rockenbach. I'll be providing the play-by-play and other commentary.
And on the commentary, and on the controls, we have... Todd Trivet. Marvelous. Thank you, everybody. And today, we will be bringing you on our feature sheet, Sheet B, a Round 2 Pool D, as in dog, game between Team Green, who are, strangely enough, not dressed in green. Who knew? Rob Green, John Fink, Vika... Petrycheva, we apologize if we botched that one, and Devin Plantamura, again, apologies if we botched that one. We'll try to get it better over the course of the week. That is Team Green. They are from, where did I say they were from? They're from
Bucks County.
Against one of the host teams, Schlanger Danger. I'm going to botch that even worse all night. I'm not apologizing for that because they set me up. That's Dave Schlanger, Brian Dauernheim, Courtney Flick, and Naomi Huang. On Team B, on Sheet B. They will be throwing... Green is throwing red, and Schlanger is throwing yellow.
I don't see much green. I don't see much red or yellow clothing, so that's a good thing, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So other games that will be bringing you this draw, and they're just getting started now. Over on Sheet A, Total Eclipse of the Button, awesome name, is throwing red against... Peduncle elongation, which I have been told is a math term.
I have a political science degree. I don't know what math is.
I am going to assume that math is correct.
Yeah.
And they're over on Sheet A. Total Eclipse is throwing red, and math boys or girls, as the case may be, are throwing yellow. On Sheet C, we have Body by Broomstacking against Go Steelers.
That's a marvelous name.
Love it. And on Sheet D, Sweeping Beauties against... Should we have Johnson in our name?
They just started.
Yes, we have a couple games that have gotten going a little bit early. That's why we're bringing you this game a little bit early. That's all right.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who have not been watching all weekend to this point, or all week, I guess it's only Friday.
Yep.
This is a points spiel. What does that mean, you ask? It means that they're not just playing to win games. They're also playing to win ends and score points, because all of that will factor into this ridiculously complicated seeding and tie-breaking system that these coordinators claim to understand, but it requires that math degree that neither of us have, although I'll bet you Peduncle elongation could probably figure it out.
I would, no doubt about that, Alan. It seems like to me, obviously the first thing is to win.
Yes.
It's then ends kind of are the first tiebreaker, and then rocks one are like the second tiebreaker.
That's my interpretation as well. But
it works out.
Yeah, as a general rule, as with virtually every Bonspiel, win all your games, you're going to go home with a shiny trophy.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Ties can happen.
Ties can happen. No extra ends here.
No extra ends. Blanked ends are just nothing happens.
Nobody gets anything.
And these games are on a 110-minute time clock. The fascinating question that I do not have the answer for is that clock going to start at 7, or did it start when the games began?
So what they're going to do is, Alan, and I know this is in the last end, the coordinators are going to post an ending time on the glass so everybody will know that once the clock hits X time, that's the last end you're going to play.
That sounds like a marvelous plan, but the primary reason that I'm wondering is because with the 110-minute time limit,
that's tight.
You cannot realistically get into the 8th end.
You cannot. No, you got to play.
Unless you play ridiculously
hits for 3
fast.
ends or something like that.
Right.
Bank time like they used to do back in the 2010s.
The old days, yeah.
The old days.
But on the other hand, if the teams are getting 4 free minutes before this starts, now it starts to become possible.
That's true. That's very true.
So this may be an interesting question that we won't know the answer to until the coordinators tell us what time we're done.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got our second rock on the way.
Yes, we do.
From Naomi Huang.
Her first rock of the game.
Throwing around that off-centered guard / corner guard.
Yep.
Ice has been running pretty quick today, I can tell you that.
Yes.
Which is really nice. It's been really good today.
For those of you who were not here at the last draw, Joe actually just came off of a victory over on Sheet B.
Oh, man, what a
by
game.
By the hair of their chin.
What a game that was. I hope you guys saw that game.
That was, if you missed it, you missed it. Conveniently, it's on the YouTube stream. We keep our history. So go catch it, but not right now. You should be watching the live game right now. Speaking of other things you should be doing.
What's that, Alan?
There's a chat. If you have questions, concerns, if you think we're mispronouncing somebody's name or you have fascinating information to throw into the thing.
Non-political rants.
please, a minimum number of political rants.
Non-political.
Non-political. Rants on other subjects, perfectly fine.
We can do that.
You want to rant on the whole GNCC USCA thing? Please don't.
No, don't.
Anything else?
Hey, that's a nice center guard, by the way.
Chat. That's a beautiful center guard. Anything else, hit us up in chat, and we will be more than happy to discuss that as the evening rolls on. This is our last draw of the day. Now, players have been on the ice since like 8 o'clock this morning, so I'm sure that they'll be more than happy to be done with the day.
Yeah, this is everybody's second game of the day, I believe. This was the last...
Second game of the week.
Second game of the week. I mean, there was one group played 2 games today. It was ever in Pool D. I can't remember if it was this group.
These folks. Yes.
Okay, all right.
These folks were on the ice at 8 o'clock, I believe, this morning.
Yeah.
They're back now.
Yeah.
And then after this, there's a cutthroat, high-stakes crokinole tournament, which we will not be covering on the YouTube. I don't know why. I feel like we should.
Would it be? Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if we did.
I know,
I guess
right?
we don't have the cameras. That's the problem.
That can be fixed.
Yeah.
Something for next year.
So it was a pretty nice draw that Naomi threw, top 8 behind that center guard. It's exposed a wee bit.
Yes, now that we're done imitating NBC by not discussing the lead stones in the slightest.
And we're also not going to go to commercial every 7 minutes, though. So
there's a yellow stone in the top 8. There's a stone that
might be
biting the back of the 12-foot.
Oh, that's so close.
I'm not prepared to say. And there are 2 red guards up front, one on the center line, one kind of off to the left. That yellow stone just got tapped up a little bit. Actually, that puts it in a well-guarded position.
Yep.
I don't think you can get there from here without doing a raise or a peel at the moment. Now, we're still very early times. So, yeah, it is what it is. So Courtney Flick, the second for Team Danger. I'm just going to call him Team Danger.
Team Danger? We can do that.
Danger.
That makes sense. Team Green, Team Danger.
Exactly. Is getting ready to throw her stone. Coming out of the hack with that experienced, excellent slide delivery like she's been doing this for years. Oh, wait, she has?
She's played in a couple of national events. She's got a national patch. Played in a couple of tour events. She kind of knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. So she's going to hit this. She might roll a little bit to the outside.
Ooh, just misses.
Just perfectly fine.
Perfectly
fine. Pick that red stone out. Her stone is very exposed, but it's way out there at the edge of the 12. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be targeted anytime soon. So Rob Green, Team Green, having his second.
This is Vika
Petrycheva. Looks like we're doing strategy A, which is when in doubt, peel a guard. Although not with that drop. She did not put that on her line.
Nah, looks like she kind of turned it over.
Well inside her line. She's gonna pick the outside guard. I mean, she's gonna peel a guard.
That's fine.
It's not the one they were aiming for, but that
still clears things up a bit.
Work. Yep. And it was a successful peel. Both the stone and the shooter got out, just barely, but. So that yellow shot stone is exposed on the, I always get these confused, intern side, right?
It's all on your elbow.
Yeah, so intern side.
Yep.
At least if you're a righty.
Yep.
So it looks like David is asking Courtney to guard that again, or that could be a draw line. I'm sure it's a guard if it's short.
I think it's a guard, yeah. Just kind of throw it to the sweepers. If it's short, it's fine.
Yeah. I'm a little behind on my excellent strategy because I haven't been playing competitive leagues all year.
This is a competitive game?
Huh?
It's a Bondsville, man.
Well, but
I know what you mean.
David and Courtney know what they're doing.
They are, yeah. This is a good squad.
So this is going to be a little heavy for a guard. I take that back. It's going to be fine.
It's going to overcurl a touch, though. But
it does bite. No, by bite, I mean come to the inner 12. So it is a little heavy for a guard.
But the right side is covered.
A little bit. The shot stone is exposed on the outer half. It looks like John Fink. I'm 100% certain this is either John Fink or somebody has robbed his wardrobe. Slightly confused because Fink is wearing a Philadelphia Curling Club outfit, and these guys are from Bucks. But those clubs are not that far apart.
There's a lot of cross-pollination between the two.
Yeah, those two clubs are what, like 20 miles apart?
It's also a sharp jersey. Got to say, I like it quite a bit.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, those two clubs are 20 miles, maybe not even that. Draw in, ticked off the top yellow. I'm pretty sure they wanted to get to the second one, but that's fine. They pulled out the top one. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Brian Dauernheim getting ready to have his first place stone. Yes.
It's pretty excellent pants, I might add.
Those are very unicorny pants.
It's good to see him back in the ice. I know he had a pretty gnarly knee injury earlier in the year.
Yeah, I'm actually.
So it's good to see him back on the ice.
I'm a little surprised he made it. I was not actually expecting him to be able to get back out there this season. Neither was he when I talked to him earlier.
Yeah.
So glad to see it. So, and it looks like he's got a little. I haven't done a lot of this lately wobble, but other than that, it's fine. It's pretty easy to shake off the rust when you know what you're doing, which Brian does. This is going to hit that top red. I'm not sure what it's going to do beyond that. Take it out and roll over to a guard.
Lovely.
Scoring guard.
It's a great shot.
Okay.
That's a great shot.
We in the business would give that a 4 on the 4 scale, for those who don't know. Why we grade shots 0 to 4? I don't know.
That's great. Yeah, I was wondering why that myself.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You would think.
If anyone knows in the chat or has any weird theories on it, feel free to share.
Or happens to know Jerry Gertz, who is, if you have Jerry Gertz.
He's curling zone.
Yes, if you have Jerry Gertz on your buddies list or anything, reach out to Jerry. Find out why do we grade things on 4, and let us know.
This is John Fink with his second rock in number 1 at the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel here at the National Capital Curling Center. This is our signature event here.
Yes.
We've had this since we opened up this facility in 2002.
Yep.
And we got a good variety of clubs represented here.
It's got to split the top guard, which was not the idea. And I don't think it rolled far enough out to not be a replacement guard. So the stones that were previously exposed on the outside are now exposed on the inside. Aside from that, the situation didn't really change. I suppose they could blame allergies because we did get fortunate enough. We have peak bloom.
Yes.
Going on currently.
Yes.
And the blossoms should be well frozen on the trees since the temperature has gotten darn chilly.
Well, Alan, we played golf today and yesterday, and yeah, it was rough. It was rough, but it was worth it. We're out playing golf. Can't go wrong. It's a weekday. But yeah, I think yesterday the high was like 40.
Did it even get that high?
Maybe.
That's actually a serious question. Did it get that high?
Yeah.
It was chilly.
Yeah.
I had turned my heat off too because I was like, it's spring. I know
it shouldn't be this cold.
Mother Nature and the groundhog lied to me. I want reparations. All right, Brian Dauernheim throwing his second Vice Stone in there. Basically, I believe he's just kind of trying to guard up the abundance of riches that Yellow has at the moment. Team danger. Trying to eliminate any possible danger of losing the 3 that they are currently sitting because they do not have hammer this end. That is not true. They do have hammer this end. That cut.
Just another. Yeah, they've been cutting a lot today.
But it is scoring.
It's messing up the front. It's another scoring rock. It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, and it not only is it scoring, it's also providing yet more coverage of that what's currently the shot stone.
Yep.
I don't think you're getting that shot stone out of there without some explosive.
No.
And when last I checked, explosives are not allowed in the curling rink. It would constitute a device that damages the surface,
Correct.
therefore illegal.
Correct.
Yes. I know these things.
Well, you're a level 3 official, so you should know these things.
It's my job. There's a rule book.
Yes.
So
it's a smart rule too.
I know, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't trust a lot of curlers with explosives.
There is discussion about the shot. They're not exactly sure between Green and Fink. Ooh, that sounds like a good law firm. I would take my legal business to Green and Fink. So they're trying to figure out what they're doing with this situation. It looks like the path's there for a button draw. It's a iffy path.
Iffy path.
Or you could draw in at like backline weight and then kind of rub in off that yellow on the outside, kind of sort of an in-off. Actually, no, sort of. So, I mean...
Seems like a lot of ice for a button draw.
I'm not sure I agree, but... Certainly the weight for a button draw. if not a little heavy. Is this going to effectively tap and roll in off that outside yellow? I feel like that's going to happen.
Well, if they got to hold that line. It's
or are they going to wreck on that red?
Ooh.
They're going to wreck on that red, drive it in there, roll over there. What does that do?
Cuts them. Now it's
Cuts
3
yellow
instead
down
of
to
4.
3 instead of 4. So there is
opens it up for the draw if you need
that
it.
That is true.
In
The
pocket.
draw is definitely there.
Yeah.
Except for the one problem.
They
don't have hammer.
Hammer.
So, no, okay. I was getting ready to say Naomi was getting in the hack, but no. This is Brian.
This is a full service.
Exactly.
lead.
This is the lead doing the lead's job,
Yeah.
cleaning the stone for the skip.
I've never done that as lead, so kudos. I just put it in front and let them figure it out.
So Brian trying to figure out what he's got in mind on the line, what he has in mind on the shot. I'm thinking it's guard or scoring guard.
Yeah, I think. Leave it high is your better bet. Maybe like a tight guard. Yeah.
Tight guard.
You don't overcook. You don't want to overcook it and give him something to hit and roll in.
Full 12 maybe.
Yeah, full 12 is best.
Nothing more than that.
Yeah.
All right, David's first stone of the game.
He's wide.
I don't think he is. No, he pretty much hit Broom.
Oh, there he goes. All right, I stand corrected. Shows what I know.
He's coming in. He's a little deeper than we discussed. But that doesn't mean he's wrong. He may have had a different plan in mind.
Bury that. Okay.
So it is fully exposed. Fully exposed in the 4-foot. That's a little dangerous. But
gotta hit it. Gotta make it.
Gotta hit it, and gotta hit it on the right side to roll in.
Yeah.
Because if you roll out, then probably not going to be
Hey,
shot.
Alan, we got a scoring update on sheet A. It appears that Peduncular Elongation scored, just kicked a field goal.
Yes.
So they're up 3-0 against Total Eclipse.
Of the button. And
that's a steal of 3, too.
And they're playing fast.
And then looks like sheet C also we got a scoring update.
I don't see the number. Oh, there it is. Also a 3.
That's 3 points.
Yellow 3.
For
So
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers over Body by Broomstacking.
And then sheet D started the second end. I don't think they've hung the score yet. Once
Nor
they
did
do,
nor
we'll
did
get
they
to
hang
that
the
update.
hammer.
Oh, yeah.
They have hung nothing. We know exactly one thing, which is that red is currently throwing a stone.
So red scored something.
Presumably scored unless red had the hammer in the first end. They blanked it, which is also a thing which could have occurred. Meanwhile, on our feature sheet, we had a wreck on the guard up top. So yellow is now lying 3.
Draw for 4 through that.
Draw for 4 time? Yes, it is.
Yep.
No. Or consider popping that red out for 5. A nose on that red would probably outpoint that other red.
Yeah. The risk is not curling and jamming. It's sticking, only giving yourself 1. Depends. I think whatever Dave wants to throw. If he's confident with the draw, it's 4, it's early. It's okay. If he wants to go aggressive and try to get that 5th and make it, if he's confident with his hits, do it. That'll be 5 points.
Sure. And this is a point spiel. Points do matter. This is not whose line is it anyway. It is curling. Curling 4 points.
Looks like he's going to play.
That Brian just put a broom down as though we're playing draw game.
Playing draw game. Okay. So that's a safer bet.
Yep.
All right. So, it's always nice to be throwing a draw when you already got 3 in the bag.
Yeah.
It kind of builds your confidence, takes the pressure off.
I admit that I am odd in that I would, in the first end of a game, I'd rather hit, but I'm odd and I'm not that good. So
it could just be when he feels more confident in throwing right now,
sure,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
rocks away. Here we go.
Rocks away. Nice little delivery. A little awkward on the stand-up, but that's not abnormal for him. So the thing he's got to watch out for is he wide and accidentally going to promote that red into a position where the red cuts him down because his stone is currently very wide. Is he going to hit it with enough? Is he going to hit it with enough juice? He hit it.
All right, 2.
Okay. So yellow 2, 2-0 after 1. Team Slanger Danger, whatever, is up 2-0 after 1.
Dave Danger.
I'm just going Team Danger and we're calling it that. So just as background, both of these teams won their first round games in this here points spiel. Team Green did only just the slightest bit better. They have two points for the win. They won 5 ends, and they scored 8, as opposed to Schlanger Danger, who got 2 points for the win, won 5 ends, scored 7.
Wow.
So
that's tight.
That is tight.
Yep.
And just for the record, both teams over on Sheet A, one got 2 points for the win, won 5 ends, and got 9s.
Wow.
So the top of this pool is
super
is
tight. Holy smokes.
So every point is potentially going to matter here in this draw. Because did I hear correctly? Is there a reshuffling after this draw?
There will be a reshuffling after this draw, yes. Yes, there will.
So this is the end of the pool. You didn't play everybody in your pool. That's weird. I'll get over it. It's just weird.
Still waiting on that score on sheet D. So if you're following D, we apologize. We have not hung the score. Once they do, we will give you an update. We also still don't know who has the hammer. So, or who had the hammer in the first hand.
We know lots of nothing.
But that must have picked, because that has fallen off the coffee table.
That completely grabbed something on the ice, and bad juju did ensue. Unfortunately, Paul, I think it doesn't help with the pronunciation.
It's pronounced exactly as we've written it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a schwa involved. I remember schwas being important from English in like 4th grade, which was 45 years ago for me. All right, so
lovely come around.
Yep, and yellow basically has a guard and a button in the stored in the forefoot. And red's first stone was the one that went.
Alan, those are 2 rocks like somebody who's played lead in a world competition, isn't it?
What an amazing coincidence.
Yeah.
Seeing as how she did, and not only did she played in a team that won a world competition.
That's right.
In that she was on the Pan-Continental Championships B division, which is where your country plays for the promotion to the A division in a future year, the A division being the one that can actually get you to Worlds. But they played her team, which was Team
Taiwan.
I had to pause for a second because I couldn't remember if they're called Taiwan or Chinese Taipei.
I think they're called Chinese Taipei, but I'm going to call them Taiwan.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
They played in the Pan-Continentals 2 seasons ago now, and as I said, won promotion.
Yeah.
They appeared in the A's this year, and they were not relegated.
Nope, they weren't.
They finished middle of the pack. They did not qualify for Worlds,
very
but
admirable.
They were not relegated.
Yeah. So, Naomi, kudos.
Yes. Oddly, we have representatives of an awful lot of international teams at this club.
We got 4 by my count, right?
We have Philippines.
5.
We have Philippines. We have
India.
India. We have Chinese Taipei or Taiwan. We have we have had Brazil or Israel. Yeah, and I mean, we have had representatives of the United States, not in men's and women's, but in mixed and all that sort of thing. Yeah. So
we know what we're doing here, guys. That's what we're pointing out.
Slowly taking over the world.
That's right.
One place at a time. So it looks as though Team Green has decided they are not thrilled by this lots of Yellowstones in play, no Redstones in play situation. So they've decided to take out the Yellowstones that are in the house with their Redstone. They get rid of 1. Everything bounces over to our left, your right, as you're looking at it on the screen. Everything is no longer behind the cover. The Yellowstone is still shot. The Redstone is exposed. Looks like Dave Schlanger is saying, let's get rid of that Redstone and let's see if we can roll as far as we can. He'd love to roll all the way behind the cover, which is doable, really.
For sure. And I just want to point out we did get a scoring update finally on D. Todd, thank you for putting the score on the website. It's 2-0 Sweeping beauties.
They did not hang up who had hammer in the first end. We will never know if that was a steal of 2 or a take of 2. All right, Courtney Stone is on the way. Looks like she's got the hit part. How's the roll going to go? It's not going to roll quite far enough, but it's going to roll to the button.
Pretty good.
I mean, it's on the button. It's fully exposed, and actually, I feel like there's a pocket. If I was Rob, I'd be very tempted to see if I could put a freeze right there in that pocket.
Yeah.
Rob is calling for a freeze on the one in the button. I'm sure he's going to be okay if it undercurls a little bit and sits in the pocket. No big deal there. So that's his plan for Vika Petrycheva, his second. Throwing her second stone again. Yes.
Yep.
Sweepers are not touching it.
It's got to come back.
There has been a lot of late curl on this. Not as much as you could know. They're pretty much going to nose the outer of those. Actually, they're not even going to nose it. They're going to hit the outside of it. And spin out a little bit. They're kind of out there biting the forefoot, more or less fully exposed. David's like,
it's got to go. No, he's going to guard.
No, interesting.
Okay. Fair enough.
Or no, he's
I think Brian's they're going to talk.
He's asking for information. Brian's kind of looking at the situation.
I see.
And this is times when Courtney is plenty loud enough.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, we'll all be quiet for a second, and we can hear what she's got to say. So Brian, who's done a lot of skipping himself, will talk and see what they're going to do. I think the idea was Dave was saying if he played the hit, that could set up the double. But they also said if you roll to the outside, yep, there you go, and that kind of takes that away.
Sure.
So good call. Good. I'm glad he thought that through.
That makes sense.
To see where that rock was going to wind up. So that's good skipping by Dave.
That was a good smart call.
Yep.
Yeah. And good of Brian and probably also Courtney to recognize that was there. And
you got 3 skips on this team, and they communicated really well in that shot.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't see that when you got a bunch of skips on one team. It can sometimes be a little bit dicey. In this case, it was a really good example of seeing how to figure out shots.
Yep. Well, these guys have been playing together.
They spiel sometimes. Right? Yeah, they spiel sometimes. I've spieled with Brian and Courtney before, so.
Right. This feels like it's in danger of an overcurl. Certainly sweeping it like nobody's business. Pretty much. It's got the hit, a little bit of roll outside.
Perfect.
I find no fault with that stone.
That was a lovely shot by Brian. See exactly what they wanted to do. Make the hit, take away the double.
Roll outside a little bit. I mean, you could try it, but I wouldn't expect you to get it. So I'm thinking now what they're doing is, I would have sworn I heard him say top 4. Or was that something from a different sheet?
I wasn't paying attention. What I do know is that on sheet A, Peduncular scored again because they're throwing the first rock, but we don't know how many they scored.
Yeah, unless it blanked.
Oh yeah, unless it blanked.
So so this is not top 4 weight, but it also didn't curl enough. This is what we in the business refer to as a flash.
That's a good deep cut reference there.
Thank you. Oh, hey, they just hung a number on 1. It was a 1. Yellow scored 1.
Oh, very good.
Or up whatever they were before and 1 more.
1 more.
Up, so they're up 4.
There we go, 4-0.
All right, so what's Brian doing to try
top
to capitalize there? Guard,
3 guard,
guard the button,
2 guard,
2-3 guard on the button stone. Makes perfect sense. The stone, yes, on its width. Courtney was saying
really
she
didn't
think it was all that deep. I don't know why she thinks that. It feels plenty deep to me. Like it feels like freeze weight, maybe even tap.
Okay, that's fine too. It's hard to double those out.
There's enough separation there. I think it can do
there's
it.
more separation than I thought. Yeah,
there's a solid 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah.
and it's fully exposed, so you could get to the inner, you could get to 40% inner.
Yeah, and then roll behind. Oof. Well, a well-executed double will make this a completely different end.
Yeah, that would change the complexion of this end game dramatically.
That's how this game operates, isn't it, Alan?
Yeah, all you
any
gotta
shot.
do is mess up one, and everything changes. Or make one really good shot.
Yeah.
So it works either way. It doesn't have to be a mistake. It can just be an excellent. All right, the stone is on its way. Sweepers are not touching it. That's because it needs to come in a little bit if it's going to get there. It's got the contact, but I don't think it's got the line. Okay.
Okay, it's not too bad, actually.
No.
You can work with that.
There's a lot of things you could do with that would be useful. Which is probably why Brian is having a discussion with Dave and saying, how do we want to deal with this problem? And the answer appears to be, I'm just going to draw?
Yeah, I could say second shot's as good as a guard. That old chestnut.
Okay. Brian's not 100% convinced, but he's thinking about exactly where he wants to end up, which makes sense because really the ideal place would be if he drew all the way behind that cover.
Yeah.
Because then he's got effectively a well-split house.
Sitting two, both are kind of hard to get to.
Yeah, it would be a really good position for him to maneuver Dave's stone into. So let's see what Courtney and Naomi have to do with the broom. Courtney jumped on it pretty quickly. Naomi her broom's down, but she's not really sweeping the stone. Yeah, no.
Looks like it's got plenty of my angle.
Well, is Courtney trying to direct it in?
Nope. Yeah, sure is. There we go. Oh, it's dying really hard.
It's not cutting the way they need it. It's not cutting the way they want.
She's trying to get it there.
Yeah, but it's...
all right. It's exposed all the way, but that curls a little bit more. That's pretty nice. Brian gave me that, I don't hate it kind of look.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
I've seen better. I've certainly thrown worse. So as we mentioned earlier, this is our capstone Bonspiel of the season.
Yes.
This is kind of where the season's kind of wrapping up here at Potomac.
Yep, less than a month to go.
League's got a couple weeks left. Actually, Thursday League has already finished its regular season.
Oh yeah, we're finishing up Monday.
They're not curling. They didn't curl yesterday.
Yep.
Next week is makeups, and then the playoffs.
Yep.
Sunday League's got a couple more games, but that's because Sundays are weird. But we're getting close to the end.
Yeah, men's league's its last Monday's last regular season. So we'll do playoffs week after, and the week after that.
Yep.
Capital League starts, our competitive league starts our playoffs next week.
Yep, so pretty much everything is wrapping down for the season.
Now it's golf season.
Pretty much. Which means I'll have my Sunday afternoons free again. How do I feel about that? All right, so Team Green skip Rob Green, throwing his first stone of the end. Looking to kind of do a tap and roll under. He's got a good chance here, frankly.
Oh, look at that.
No, pretty.
What a peach.
That is roundabout exactly what he wanted.
Yep.
Although
it's got the run.
What I don't understand is, that gives Brian a fairly easy run.
Yeah.
And Brian would be laying 4 at the end of that run with any sort of reasonable
This would be
roll.
Dave's shot.
You're right.
Yes.
Dave, sorry, I'm too used to Brian being a skip.
Yeah, I know, right?
Dave, Team Schlanger Danger.
Schlanger Danger.
Would be lying 4 with,
line 4 with the button pretty top button.
With any sort of reasonable contact on this that occurs. So I'm not really sure that tap and roll over was really the right call.
Hey, Alan, we got a scoring update on sheet C.
Do we? What happened?
Body by Broomstacking got 1 in the second.
So that makes that score 3-1 after
3-1. Go Steelers. which I'm only saying that because that's the team name. I don't mean that at all.
I understand. All right. David Stone is on the way. This is their last stone of the end. It's a little wide at the moment. They need to induce a little bit of move back. Here it comes. So now Courtney's trying to keep it straight because they may have overdone it. I don't think they did. I think this is perfect.
Really nice.
That is exactly what they had in mind.
What a beaut.
You're not going to do much better than that.
What a beaut.
That is 4 yellow. Red has to figure out what to do about it. And really all they have is appears to be they're going to go for an in-off draw to try to get the 1 or at least a cut down. I mean, if it turns into a pure draw that snags the button, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the only real way that they have to get to shot is going to be they got to come off. They got to come at draw. They got to come at 4-foot weight, T-line weight, and kind of bump off that yellow that's straddling the T-line right now. Roll in, 15 inches.
Yeah. That's a tough shot.
Challenging shot. You got to get the weight exactly right. You got to get the line exactly right.
It's got to be a full team shot here is what it has to be.
Everybody has to do the things. And it needs to start with Rob Green giving him a rock that can go on that. I hear lots of
Yeah, so
that's almost
not
always
touching
bad.
it.
Well, now they're thinking about touching it.
Here it comes.
Feels a little hot, but it's going to spill some heat. Now it's going to maybe work.
That's a good try. Oh, that's a good try. Almost.
Cut to 1.
Yeah.
That's
a little bit more curling. I think it would have had that.
I think maybe.
Yeah.
So,
all right, friends. After 2, we're 2-0. Schlanger danger. 3-0. Schlanger danger.
And they've also taken 2 ends, which puts them up.
Sam Sparks. Everyone knows that Joe is a Steelers fan. That could not be further from the truth. My newly minted 44-year-old heart just sank a little bit. Go Ravens, hun. Go Eagles.
Wait, Ravens and Eagles?
Yes.
That's
2 different conferences.
Perverse.
Grew up in Philadelphia, lived in Baltimore. Going both.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So if I get to play that, I get to root for pretty much the entire NFL, right?
You're a Patriots fan, right?
Yes. Because I was born in the shadow. I was born in the literal shadow of Foxborough Stadium.
Oh, neat.
The hospital that I was born at.
You lived in Michigan for a bit, didn't you?
I lived in Michigan for a while.
Yeah.
I've lived near Chicago.
So you happy to see the Lions do as well as they did this past year?
As soon as the Patriots proved that they didn't have it, which was around about week 3, then I was hoping that the Lions would do something. I was disappointed that they fell apart in the NFC Championship.
I think a lot of people were.
Yeah, it was sad. I actually think they would have given the Chiefs a better game than the 49ers did. Can somebody hit the button so I can see what's going on?
Oh, Katie, you're killing me here.
What did Katie say?
She says, I don't know. I think I believe Sam. Dying a slow death here, Alan.
I get it. I just kind of want to know what are Katie and Sam doing watching curling on a Friday.
Hey, it's Potomac Curling Club. We thank you for watching, guys. We really appreciate you guys tuning in to the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel here at the Potomac Curling Club in the National Capital Curling Center.
Indeed, all of those things. All right. Hey, let's do something unusual and talk about some lead stones. Naomi has put 1 in the house behind the tee over in the 8-foot.
Alan, we got a big old scoring up there on sheet D.
How big?
Yellow gets a 5 spot.
Dude!
In the 2nd.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
So should we have Johnson in our name? They maybe should, because they just put up a big old 5.
So that's 5-2 after 2.
Interestingly, Ken Clark is sparing on that team at the moment.
Super spare / event photographer.
Also responsible for getting all this webcasting stuff together. Bottle washer. A nice little double out.
Nice little double. Is it?
It might make it.
Oh.
Open question in the back.
Almost.
Actually, not open question. That's biting. right, so Courtney being asked to pop that red stone out of there. I didn't really get where Dave wanted the shooter to end up after the hit. I think he might want it to roll into the cover, but I also don't know that he cares that much.
Yeah, I think goal one, just make it go away.
Yeah.
I don't mind. If I'm Dave's team right now, I got no problem trading hits.
So hitting happens, nose hitting happens.
No problem.
And it just skittered by that stone in the back 12. So yellow still technically lies too. Odds on that second one being a scorer at the end, slim, but not zero.
Yeah.
Vika's next stone is on its way. I believe Rob basically asked her to deal with the yellow stone that was just thrown.
Little hit and spill of wings wouldn't be too bad.
The hit's going to happen. Is it going to stay? Yes, it is.
That's a great shot.
That's perfect.
That's a great shot.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Dave is going to attempt to have Courtney remove it and roll in over towards the middle.
So just another quick comment here. Oh, Katie, they're watching from their couch in Seattle. Katie and Sam, we really appreciate that. We miss having you guys here.
Watching from where?
Seattle. That's where they live now. Yep. So we miss having you guys here. But thanks for checking us out.
I did not know that they moved to Seattle. I hope you're enjoying the rain. I don't know what else there is in Seattle. So got the hit, got some roll over towards the middle, and actually put it over top of that biter in the back, so it provides a little jam protection.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
That's pretty nice. Theoretically, we've got 25 viewers at the moment. I wonder who the other ones are other than Katie and Sam. Somebody say something, please. All right, Vika's getting ready. I lied earlier when I said it was her second stone at the end. Apparently it was the first one. She's getting ready to throw another one.
That's okay, Al. We'll let it slide this time.
All right. So I believe based on this line, we're kind of wanting to, like, freeze on the one in the back or get over top of it at least. It wasn't thrown hard enough to hit. It's a draw line.
But they're not touching it. I think it's going to coast on through.
Yep.
Wide and heavy.
That's a flash through. Is it going to check that one in the back? It did not. It didn't even catch that. So, yep, that is another flash.
You like peeling this?
Those make it a lot.
Yeah, I like that too. Keep it nice and open.
Was that Dave who asked, you like peeling this?
Yep.
Okay. Brian being asked by Dave to remove stone that is red.
Yeah, I like this call a lot.
Brian slipped around the hack a little bit, but he righted himself pretty quickly.
Yes.
Got the sweepers on it.
Oh, that's
fast.
curved really hard. That just hooked really hard.
He's going to make contact, but I don't think he's going to roll. Well, roll the inside a little bit.
Okay, pretty good.
Basically exchanged the red for the yellow, which, I mean, it makes it so it's not going to makes it so it can't be promoted. Well, it can be, but not by red in anything useful for red. But it does.
Hey, scoring update at sheet A.
A?
Yes, Total Eclipse gets the single in the third.
So they're on the board.
On the board.
4-1 in favor of the math kids. Peduncle
elongation.
I feel like I need to look up what a peduncle is just in case it's something
check that out.
Just in case it's something that I should feel bad about saying. Oh. Oh, no, penduncle.
Penduncle. Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. A peduncle is a flower thing. What is penduncle?
Peduncle elongation.
I'm getting peduncle. No, I want.
I still like to marry this up.
I am wondering if what it is a typographical error. Because Google, which as we know, knows everything, talks about it being a floral thing. The stalk bearing a flower or fruit, or the main stalk of a inflorescence. Or a stalk-like park by which an organ is attached to an animal's body, or by which a barnacle or other sedentary animal is attached to a substrate. However,
that's the only time on the stream that has ever been uttered.
I bet you that's true.
Yeah.
However, I point out that neither of those definitions have an N in penduncle. But it's not giving anything for
That's a great hit by
penduncle.
Brian, by the way.
So I suspect it's a zoology term misspelled as opposed to a mathematics term. Again, if somebody is on the stream and has intelligence, as opposed to me, I am a political science major with most of a master's degree, with most of a master's degree in data analysis, none of which qualifies me to know what that is.
So I guess John Fink is going to try to just do a draw behind that center guard.
Sure,
Brian made a really nice hit on his last shot. That's over curling.
That's over curling. It's also light, like almost hog light.
Yeah.
It's not going to be hogged, but it's going to be a lovely 3-guard. Actually, they may drag it enough to bite.
Yeah, it's out counting the one in the back.
So, well, it's out counting one of the ones in the back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about, the one on the back line.
I'm wondering about that, but not that one on the wing, I don't
think so. I don't think so.
So, Dave Schlanger preparing his first
drop.
Stone is on its way from Dave Schlanger. I think he was just drawing it again.
I mean, if he goes top 12, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Does the double job of guarding the draw of the button and also counting second.
This is going to be more back 8-ish. That's...
I give him an out.
Sorry. Yeah, it does, because a blast on that makes both of those go. Boy. A blast on that with a fortuitous with a plan of a roll. Okay, there he's not throwing it. Never mind.
Okay.
For a second, I thought he had a chance for a 2 if he actually executed got both of those out and spun over on that other yellow. That's a low chance.
Yeah.
I think he's probably best just nosing the top of those 2, taking a 1, calling it good.
Well, this looks like freeze weight. Draw weight behind that center guard?
Freeze weight, draw weight with backing, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not the hammer. Never mind.
It is not.
Ugh. Good morning. These little naps during the day are so refreshing. They're already on it because he's inside the line, I'm pretty sure. It's starting to move. I am concerned about how much it's going to move, especially since they're sweeping it. It is not going to be guarded.
Oh, I think they overcooked it a bit.
I think they did. That is way deep. Okay, it is third shot, so now those 2 biters on the back are kind of irrelevant, especially since that yellow is behind cover, so I'm pretty sure that Dave's not going to concern himself with it.
Nope. Yeah, just throwing one right top. Yeah, just throwing above the tee line.
Yeah.
You'll be in good shape.
Okay, so Brian doing his feisty due diligence, trying to see if there's a way this turns into a really big number. Or is he actually more concerned about making sure that they can screw this up and make it so the other team can get one?
Just don't throw. As long as you don't throw a tee, then you're fine.
Yeah. Anything above the tee is fine.
Yeah.
Full 12 above the tee is perfectly at it.
Now, I'll tell you, this ice has been pretty quick, so you just throw it to the sweepers, and they can drag it quite a bit.
So I feel like
no one's on it, though.
Overthrown it. Now he's got back. Okay, sweepers are on it now.
There we go.
Although it's kind of more of a half-hearted sweep than a heavy sweep. Ryan's happy with the line. The weight, it is going to be behind the tee. No, it's not. It's going to be on the button.
All right.
So it is noseable. It is very noseable.
Hey, Alan.
Hey, what?
Got a scoring update on sheet D.
What happened on sheet D?
On sheet D, Body, who's that? Sweeping Beauty's got another 2.
Whoa.
So we are 5-4 now.
5-4. Okay.
Barnburn.
I actually got the
All right. So it's no. Hammer time.
What's the call?
Draw to a tap.
Why not the hit and stick?
Maybe he's not comfortable with his hit line.
I mean, you see what I'm saying here, right?
I see exactly what you're saying here,
Right.
because to me, this looks like he threw it too heavy, and he's going to flash through unless this does some serious cutting, which it's doing some serious cutting. But it's not going to be shot. It's going to take down to 1, but that's all it's going to do.
Okay.
1 yellow, another steal.
Interesting call there.
4-0, team danger, S.
Oh, scoring update, sheet C.
What happened?
Sheet C, we've got Body by Broomstacking. Steals 1 in the 3rd end.
Oh.
Go Steelers 3. Body by Broomstacking 2.
Okay. Those are 2 teams that both were defeated in their first game, so they would really like to win one here to stay relevant to the competition. Basically.
And with both those teams, given the tiebreaker with points and ends, low scores are a little bit disadvantageous for this format.
Indeed.
So if you're somebody like the Johnson team getting that 5, that's what you're looking for.
It's a big number.
Yeah. That could get you. That could change you whatever event you're going to play in, or not at all.
Yeah. So I mean, just as an example of what we mean by that.
Yeah.
By scoring that 5, they moved from dead last in the pool up to actually 5th in the pool.
Wow.
And they would probably potentially be tied for 4th if they actually did win the game. So I mean, that's what a big end can do in this format. Now, all of these teams are going to have a 3rd game.
Correct.
But then only like the top 16 move to event semis or whatever.
The top 20 get an extra game because there's there's like a C event, like extra game, like an extra bracket. Like there's still a C event slog.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I did not understand this format.
I will tell you, friends, if you are checking this out and want to know actually how it works out, our website, curldc.org, does have the live draw. You can see it for yourself. And
that is probably a better answer.
Unravel that knot.
Yeah. So one of the lead stones for Team Green again picked and made the serious left. I think it was the same stone that picked a couple
I think
minutes
so.
ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a problem with the stone or they're just not doing a good job cleaning or what. But Naomi is definitely doing what you have to do, which is take advantage of those sorts of things. She's bringing a 2nd one in the house. Dave being a little aggressive here by putting 2 in the house, although the first one may have just been a little deep on the guard.
No, I like to call 2 in the house up 4. Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. I dig it.
Because eventually you start playing the scoreboard.
Yeah. Speaking of scoreboard, it looks like on sheet A, Michael Ray's got a draw for 2. All he's got to do is reach out and touch paint.
Hardest shot in curling.
Darn tootin' it is.
Draw to the 12-foot. What?
With nothing there.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. It's on its way, and I heard the voice. I heard the
got
sweeper say
plenty?
it's got plenty.
Yeah.
That's almost always a bad thing to hear. I don't think it's got too much. They're keeping it clean, but that's all they're doing. Is it going to brush off the other one, scrub a little? No, they're going to try to sweep it out the back. It's going to be close as to whether it sticks.
Oh, good brushing there by Triangle. So that's going to be 5-1 after 4 on sheet A.
That is correct.
Peduncle elongation against total eclipse of the button. Oh, lovely hit and roll there by Courtney.
Very nice hit and roll by Courtney. Yellow lying 3.
Yeah. It's a great end setting up for Schlanger danger here. They're chasing. Team Green's chasing already, which you don't want to do when you're
already down
4.
Yeah, because a 1 here doesn't really
do much.
help them a lot, particularly when there's a 7-end game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're already effectively at halftime.
Yep.
So you got to start thinking about putting up more than 1s. So this looks like it's a clearing attempt. Got to pretty much nose in. We'll see what the chaos happens. He's peeling both out. It takes out 1. The second one does not get all the way out.
Still
spins
over. Pretty good shot, though.
Yeah, no, effective. Yeah. Just saying there's still 2 yellows to contend with. Yellow is still lying 2. David is telling Courtney, just get rid of that yellow.
Smart call. Just get rid of it.
And by having all of the yellows behind the tee, they're not protecting anything.
Ooh, great shot. I think it's biting. Yeah, Courtney Shaw just threw a really nice shot there. Opened the end up, put one still in the house, and took the red one away. So, barring some sort of miss by Schlanger, Team Green is probably just looking at a 4th right now.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. That was a great shot.
I don't see any. The only way I could see them getting a 2 would be if they were to play a delicate freeze on some protection, which is what he's trying to do. And then he's got to hope that Schlanger, more accurately, he's got to hope Ryan Dauernheim flashes the takeout.
Well, this shot's looking pretty good right now.
This is looking like, except I don't think it's going to come over enough.
Got to carve it.
It's not going to come over enough.
Ah, good try, though. A really good try. That weight was perfect.
Yes, that weight would have been just chef's kiss. It just didn't quite get wide enough. So it's exposed. So, yeah, playing the scoreboard, playing the situation, hit that out.
Love it.
David's just trying to decide where does he want the shooter to go. He's kind of saying, I want the shooter to go away, which is probably the right answer.
Yeah, less to catch on.
Yeah.
It's a good call, Dave. Really good call.
Or more, even not even so much less to catch on as you don't want 2 stones there providing 80 pounds of backing.
Good point, yeah.
This might be a little wide. It's pretty much just going to nose. A little bit of inside roll.
Okay.
So, yep, the call that Rob is asking John to do is a freeze on the stone that was just delivered. And if it's a perfect freeze, that's all he's got.
Yeah.
This end is not going well for them.
And then also, I mean, the Schlanger team is really executing a lot of their shots very well. They've played a really good end.
They're curling at a very high percentage for the recreational level.
Yeah.
They rank for any level, frankly.
For any level, yeah. They're throwing a good end.
They're throwing a good game. And this is gonna, actually it's pretty close. There's gonna be some movement after the contact, but I don't think it's gonna be much. Now I take that back. There's gonna be enough to be a problem.
It's almost an identical shot from the last one. Yep.
So about the only thing that this one has going that the last one didn't is it's a little above that. It's not really. A mostly flash could kind of bop off that yellow and hang around, but I think I heard Courtney say this is short. I don't understand what that means.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Roll over.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
Yeah, because even that pocket that they kind of formed there is wide enough that even if you freeze into that, you're not shot.
No.
It doesn't do you any good.
No.
Well, I mean, it does you good in a 2-stone play, but looks like he's trying to freeze again. Rob asking John, which he came real close to the freeze the first time.
He did. He really did.
So same weight, a couple inches more line, and this is perfect. Which I think he gave it more line. Stone feels heavier to me.
Yeah, Spears haven't laid a single brush head to it.
Here comes the cut. The line's looking promising.
Oh,
It's actually looking pretty good. That's good and well. No, that's not good enough.
yeah, just barely.
Because the hit to take out might put some weight into that yellow and take it out.
Yeah.
But David doesn't care.
Yeah, who cares if you're losing?
Yeah, David.
I think if we just had like a
David's-
little less curl there, would have been perfect.
Yeah, David's perfectly willing to sacrifice that yellow to get rid of that red.
Yeah.
And it might not even.
That weight was so good.
That was a really good stone. It's just they needed to give it about 7 or 8 more inches of line.
Yeah. It's tricky. Like when you're this stage at an end, we're like, even the slightest bit is going to make a world of difference. Oh, yeah, it's a tough spot to be in.
I am not for a second saying Rob screwed that up.
No.
I'm just saying the difference between a good shot and a great shot is.
I think we're saying the exact same thing, slightly differently. Yeah.
Okay, Courtney's just kind of keeping this clean. They're not inducing. They appear pretty happy with the hit. They should, because it's going to hit. They are going to lose that yellow. Well, they didn't lose that yellow. They lost a different yellow because of the jam. Big deal. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, big deal. Good
yellow
shot.
lying 5. And we are on red.
Skip's first rocks.
Skip. So the absolute most that red could get here is 2.
Yeah.
And the only way they can do that is to finally perfectly
Make
nail
that perfect
this
freeze.
And just for the record, the stone's in a different place now.
Yeah, that's right.
So the information that they've gotten from the last several stones is not as useful.
Yeah.
So I don't think. Wow. Let's take a gander over at sheet C for a second here. Well, okay, where yellow just about to put up a big number. I feel like it's a 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that was a draw for 6.
That's a 5. No,
he flashed. He missed the draw for 6. That's a 5 spot.
Yeah. So Go Steelers just went up over body by Broomstacking 8-2. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's that first skip stone from Rob Green,
that is curling hard.
That is curling hard. They're working it hard. They're trying to keep it. They managed to keep the line, but it's going to be too hard as a result. And okay, it pops that yellow out, but that's actually horrible. Because all Dave has to do is a simple nose hit on that. Okay, maybe not nose, just to preserve his 5, but basically pop that out of there, and he's laying 5, and all Rob Green has is a forced draw for 1, and draws against 5 suck.
They do. They do.
The only thing I hate worse than a draw against 5?
It's draw against 6?
Yeah. Have been there, have done that, have messed that up. Okay, stone's on the way. Courtney was like, we're not touching it. I think I understand why. It feels wide to me. It's coming back a little. It's gonna hit. Is it gonna jam on that one in the back? No.
Okay.
All right. So
no, just a draw for 4.
Draw for 4. So draw against 4, right?
Draw against 4, that's what I meant, yeah.
Now, he's got the whole 4.
Yeah.
And his weight control, pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's technically got backing because that Yellowstone is behind the tee.
Oh, that was a draw on sheet C. That was actually for 4, so it's actually 7 to 2. I guess we just couldn't see that from our vantage point.
Okay.
Thanks, Todd, for correcting that. It is now.
I thought it was for a bigger number.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was for 4 points. So it's now 7-2. Thanks, Todd, for correcting that.
There must have been a red hiding that I didn't see or something. I don't know. But okay. Anybody else got numbers to report?
Nothing.
D should have a 4th end score because they're getting ready to throw 5th end stones.
Yeah, I don't think they've hung it yet. Can't tell if both skips are in the standing in front, which they should be. So,
A should also have a 4th end score. All right, so the draw is on its way.
No, we're updated on A.
They're not touching it. I'm concerned that this is flashing by.
I am.
It's got some touch.
That little rub helped a lot.
Rub helped enough.
Okay, great draw.
Red draw, well, adequate draw. Red draw
enough.
1.
The result was good.
They have staunched the bleeding, and Team Green is now down 4-1 after 4.
So yeah, something happened on D. We don't know yet. They have not hung the score. Once they put that up, we will let you all know.
And we still don't know who had the first hit hammer.
No.
We will never know.
We'll never know.
We can ask them when they come off the ice.
It's a lovely center guard there, thrown by
as center guards go. That's perfect.
Devin Plantamura.
Nice, solid 2.5, 3, somewhere in that neighborhood. On the center line, so it's got tick protection. I feel like that would be a marketing opportunity for the WCF. We should get like Heart Guard or Hurd or something.
Sure.
Tick protection.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good call. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. In other random curling news, did you hear they've announced a date and a site for the Club Championship International Playdowns between the United States and Canada?
Is that the one in Colorado?
That is the one in
on
Colorado.
CBS Sports Network.
CBS Sports Network.
Well, it's about darn time.
Next fall, the United States champions and the Canadian champions will be playing off, as I understand it, both genders.
Yep.
Each of them will be playing a best of 3.
Very good. That should be great. Looking forward to seeing that.
Is what I have been told.
Alan, it is nice to see curling finally on like CBS Sports Network because they show friggin' cornhole and slam ball and all other kinds of nonsense.
Yes.
And now we're getting curling on. It's about darn time.
Everybody who has any concern about curling whatsoever, watch it, DVR it.
Yep.
Actually, watch it. Or if you're not going to watch it, at least turn a television to it while you're DVRing it.
Yes.
Let's make sure that viewer count is solid so that we might get more.
This is the people's curling.
This is, yes.
Yes. This is the club players.
These are the club champions. These guys play on your Thursday nights or Wednesday nights or whatever at some club somewhere.
Yep.
They went through a regional playdown. They won their region. They went to nationals. They won their nationals.
Yep.
Now they're going to play against Canada and kick some Maple Leaf butt.
Yep.
At least that's the plan.
Yep. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And
sponsored by a concierge funeral company. That's a little weird.
That's right.
Everest.
Everest, yes.
So that's another reason to watch the show because you'll get to see the weirdest commercial ever.
Oh, she caught herself before the tee line.
So she gets to
Great
Henry's
catch.
throw. Well played.
Well done. I've never seen that on the broadcast before.
It probably helped that the problem was she hadn't taken off her gripper, so she did not have an excessive amount of slide capability. 6 more inches, it would have been a problem.
Both an impressive display of control and forgetting your forgetting what you had. I was actually
so
pretty impressed by that.
Minus 5 points for forgetting to take off your gripper, but plus 30
for execution.
For execution. So all told, she gets to 25.
Oh, Alan, they hung the score on
me.
sheet D.
They did.
Johnson's getting another 5 spot. It is now 10-4.
Okay, good. Buddy.
After 4.
Okay, so that's going to move Johnson well
up the standings.
That's gonna. Yeah, that big number is going to help their long-term outlook, particularly if they win.
Correct.
I mean, you got to win the game for it to really matter.
Yeah.
But if they hang on, that's going to climb them up a bunch because neither of the teams on C. Well, actually, it's not really true. Yellow on C has got 7, so that's a pretty good number there too.
That's a lovely double peel by Courtney.
Lovely.
Or is it? Ooh, is it going to stick around?
Yeah.
Well, still, at least it kept it open, so that's still a really good shot. They're sitting 1 buried, so still a really nice shot.
Exactly.
Alan, we're at our PR for viewers right now at 27.
Woo!
Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in to the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel here at the National Capital Curling Center, home of the Potomac Curling Club. This is our signature event. I'm Joe Hotshot Tony Rockamock and Alan McNeil calling the game. Todd Trivet on the cameras. Thanks, Todd, for doing that. And, talking curling, watching curling.
Talking curling, watching curling.
Mentioned concierge funeral service.
Yeah, like I
weird.
said, weirdest commercial ever. They were also sponsoring the Men's World Championships in Las Vegas a couple years ago.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so one of the perks of if your company sponsors an international event, before every draw, they play your commercial. And you don't have to supply 20 different commercials for 20 different draws. You can supply one, and it gets played for every single draw.
Yeah.
So, yes, I have the phrase, "Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm dead," burned into my head.
That's how it starts?
That is the opening of the commercial.
Oh, man. Did they say how he died?
They did not say how he died, but he apparently was thoughtful enough to set his family up with Everest Concierge Funeral Services.
So he's a ghost?
He's a ghost.
Oh, my goodness.
He is a ghost.
Wow.
He is standing at his wake.
Man.
His family is doing wake things.
Yeah.
And he's standing there watching his family, not mourning because Everest is taking care of everything. I mean, they're sad and all because he's dead.
Yeah.
But they're
so
okay.
He's a ghost with an agent.
I mean,
if he's getting acting gigs, a ghost, that's pretty good.
I mean, yes.
Wow.
And it finishes with the worst tagline in the history of advertising.
Do tell.
Thank you, Dave, wherever you are. As the as the widow raises a glass in semi-sincere salute.
Oh man.
Oh yeah,
that's
it's
a hoot.
Great.
Oh boy.
It is marvelous, and by dissing the commercial to this degree, I have probably just shot any hope I have of ever officiating anything at the world's level in the foot.
I blame Dave.
It is a marvelous thing. I hope.
Well, if Dave took better care of himself, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, Dave was elder.
Oh, was he elder? Okay, all right. Well, that's.
You know, Dave wasn't. It wasn't like some 35-year-old or anything like that. It was Dave was up there.
Okay. Back to the action on sheet B.
You could have waited until I wasn't drinking.
Oh, or could I? So we're just trading some nose hits here. This is Brian Dauernheim with his first rock in N number 5.
I think Katie has an opinion.
Oh, Ricky Moore is asking where did I get that Hot Shot name.
Oh.
So yeah, the first year I went to Hot Shots curling camp, people just started calling me Hot Shot Tony after that because I wore this pretty tacky jacket for a brief period of time.
It was tacky.
Yeah. And then it's now sitting in the back of a closet right now. That's it. I wish it was a better story. But it's just because I did a Hot Shots curling camp, which I highly recommend if anybody's ever thought about playing in Hot Shots. It's a great training program up in, they do them in Canada, they do a couple in the United States as well. They're flyers here at our club. So highly recommend it.
And the Tony part, by the way, for those who don't know, is because Joe has a curling sweater that he picked up at like a yard sale or something.
I got it on a vintage clothing website, but I also have a very long BS story about it too, how I got it, which I'm not going to get into on the broadcast.
But it says it has Tony sewn on the back.
Don't know who
Or front
Tony
end.
was, but I'm sure he
have
got
his-
a great
you have
funeral
his
because because Everest took care of him.
Apparently not.
Here you go,
because-
Tony, wherever you are.
Apparently not, because if Tony had Everest, he wouldn't have had to have sold. His family wouldn't have had to have sold the sweater to make a couple bucks to cover the. I am gonna burn in hell for this. Oh well.
There, double. Yeah, this way.
Whoa, scoring update sheet A. That's a steal of 4.
Dude.
For the
Yellow pen flower type long
thing. So that's a
kinda-
9-1 game after
Yes.
5.
Yes. Oh, I get it. Peduncle elongation is how you know when the cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Because the flowers have elongated. It's on theme. Okay,
Well
I
done,
give them
guys.
much more credit than I did originally.
That's very good.
It took me 5 ends, but I've got it, and now I appreciate it.
It took me 5 ends
well
and then
done.
Alan explaining it, so
well
you're better off.
Well done, ladies and or gentlemen.
So, yeah, Team Green's in a bit of a pickle here.
A
Yeah,
pickle?
they're going to have to hit and flop somewhere behind cover. Otherwise,
This feels an awful lot like the problem they had last end.
yeah.
And they got a worse problem this end.
Yeah, because they don't
got
have hammer.
hammered. This game could get, this game is not actually out of hand at the moment. It's only 4-1.
No. But I will say the Schlanger Danger's been executing their shots
Yes.
very, very well.
Yes, yes.
And I feel like Green has just been missing just a little bit a bunch of times.
Yeah. Last end, they had those three attempts at a freeze, all of which were good.
Good.
Just
But you have to
not
be so particular
good
with those
enough.
shots, yeah.
And it's
So.
a show of how curling gets a lot harder when you're behind in the game and behind in the end, and you have to chase. All of a sudden, the shot that was perfectly good enough when the game is tied or you're even a little ahead is not good enough.
Yeah.
And that didn't hide behind nothing.
Negative.
Although it appears that Dave is gonna not worry
Hey,
about
Alan, we got a draw against a bunch on sheet C.
it. Draw against a bunch.
This is body by broomstacking. I
much
think
of a
they're 5?
Yikes. Draw against, yeah, I think you're right.
Getting close here.
Drawing against 5. Need to see what happens. Actually, they're not drawing. They're hitting and sticking.
Just a little wide.
Well, they're hitting and not sticking. I'm going to say 4
4?
yellow. Maybe 5, depending on that one in the back versus the shooter. It's at least 4 go Steelers. It could be a 5th. They've got to score, so body by broomstacking has what we in the business refer to as a tough road to hoe from here. So they're hanging. They started
That's
with
a 4
7.
spot.
They've got an 11. They hung a 4. So,
Lots of big ends in this
Yeah.
draw, except for here on sheet B.
well, but here on sheet B, it could turn into a big end.
That's right.
Schlanger is currently laying 4 as Yellow's getting ready to make their last shot. Really, I feel like the only reasonable opportunity Yellow has to stop the bleeding is to draw to the button and hope that David misses his raise.
Yeah.
Do you see any better option?
No, sir, I do not. So yeah, so again, guys, that's 11-2.
On sheet C.
Go Steelers over Body by Broomstacking. That's
So-
a big steal of 4 in the 5th.
So, is it just me, or is the score kind of heavily falling towards the non-red teams?
Yes. You mean the Yellow Rocks?
I do mean the Yellow Rocks, yes.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. This is pretty wild. I can't recall a time where it's been so top-heavy for
No.
Yellow Rocks.
And all 4 games.
Yeah, all 4 games.
This assumes that Team Green doesn't pull something out of various dark and scary bodily regions that I really shouldn't talk about on the broadcast.
I didn't hear nothing.
Because that's pretty much what he's down to at the moment.
Hey, Alan, we got a scoring update on sheet D.
Yeah?
Johnson steals yet again.
You're kidding.
Another 2. It's going to make it 12-4 after 5.
Good golly, Miss Molly. He's just trying to pass Go Steelers.
That's they got a heck of that's 4 field goals for them. They got a heck of a kicker.
So actually, yeah. Go Steelers is remaining ahead of should we have Johnson in our name. In this point spiels format because they started with 1 point. I'm sorry, they started with 2 points more because they had 5, whereas Johnson had 2. So actually, I guess that's 3 points more. They also actually had 1 more end, so they've both taken 3 ends. I need a higher math degree than what I've currently got to keep track of this. Scoreboard wraps are in play. So that redstone has drifted.
Oh, so close. What a great try by Rob Green's draw.
Cuts yellow to 1 currently. Although
That's it.
there is a raise. Well, yellow has hit.
Oh, yeah, yellow has that. My apologies. That's right.
So there is a raise hit possibility. It doesn't really have to be a hit. Raised tap is enough, which if it executes, becomes a yellow 5.
Oh, you're saying the one on the center line.
I'm saying anything. Anything that bumps that
Yeah,
yellow,
that
anything that bumps that red back.
just a scooch.
I mean, even if it's a pure draw, fine.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Don't
line
need to
for
move it that much.
No, you need to move about a foot.
All right.
You need to get it fully out of the 8 foot. So how is he looking to do it? Which stone is he trying to promote, or is he doing it as a pure draw?
I think he's doing it as a pure draw to the to our left side of the sheet.
Okay.
That was
I mean, to a certain degree makes sense because at the moment he's got 1.
Yeah.
If he executes this, it's 5 and it's effectively game over. Maybe not literally, but so this is bonus. This is bonus points. Sweepers got on it fast. I don't feel like this has the length.
I think it's kind of light.
I think Dave got in his own head about the degree of curl
But
that was
at
going
least
to be necessary.
maybe play the
it's
super light.
It ain't gonna make the house.
All right. Well, Rob Green with a heck of a draw on his last rock to cut it down.
Yellow 1.
Yellow 1
keeps that game alive. It's on life support. Don't get me wrong, but it's alive.
It's alive.
5-1 in favor of Team Schlanger Danger. Did I get it right that time?
I think you did. Well done. This is last rock on A. This is a draw 4-1 against 1.
Weight feels good to me. He's looking for the button. He's going to find the button. Frankly, he's got
right
the
on
button.
the button. Great draw. 9-2 after 5. After 6. After 6. And that's handshakes.
That's game. All right, so yellow, Penda team Leafy thing, will move to 4 victory points with
4 ends, 1.
With having won 9 ends and a grand total of 18 points. Total eclipse of the button will remain at 2 victory points. 7 ends won and 11 points.
All right.
So they will almost certainly fall behind whichever of the teams lose here on sheet B, because red has already scored. Well, no, it's only scored 2, and there it goes again.
Yeah.
That same stone.
Yep, just falling off.
So we know one thing. We know that peduncle elongation is going to be in the. Actually, they're going to be the top of the set, unless Schlanger Danger puts up a big number in this the remaining couple of ends here, which is mathematically possible. And actually, come to think of it, because that concession occurred after 6
they get
ends,
extra point. Yeah, they get extra.
right. So therefore, there'll be an extra end and an extra point. So the coordinators are dealing with all that. That's their problem, not mine.
Yep, we're just here to jibber jabber.
We're just here to jibber jabber. I'm doing a really good job of it, aren't I?
Here.
I'm here. I'm talking. And Naomi is once again
2 buttes.
3 guard on the center line, stone in the back of the house. I'd say it was excellent, but she's done better. And red putting up a corner guard.
Yep. So that's a nice corner guard.
You're down 4.
You got to throw them up.
You got to throw them up. You got to guards. Guards is what it takes. Ooh, red doing it. Red executing a nice little tap action there to be sitting 2 on sheet C. All right, Courtney's first stone. I believe David basically said, hey, Courtney, put one on the button for me. And I like her chances. Might not make the button, but it's going to be top 8 behind cover, which is also fine.
Yeah, nice shot.
It's a little exposed on the outside, but not exposed enough to care.
Nope.
Particularly not when you're up 4 in what is almost certainly the next to last end.
Yeah.
Because they had 100 minutes?
100 minutes.
Yeah, they're not going to get 2 ends done in 19 minutes. That's not going to be a thing.
All right, so that rock is going to bump yellow into the back 4 foot.
I mean, never ask Courtney, do you like this?
Yeah.
No.
You're not going to get a wishy-washy answer.
Yeah.
I have only a spank of air, so whatever you're seeing, it's all sorts of jam. That's why I feel like
I mean, she's right. It is all sort of jam if she doesn't get past nose. But Dave's pulling for a line that should get over nose.
Sure. And also, whatever crows and you rip your own center little guard off.
Not really the end of the world.
Not the end of the world.
So
keep it all clean is really what you're looking for right now.
Yeah,
but this is looking pretty nice.
It's got some chances here. I don't think it's going to cross nose. No, it's going to be jam line.
Ooh, oh, okay.
Well,
Right.
if it was going to jam on something, that's the one I would rather jam on.
Yes.
We have more internet commentary? We have more internet commentary.
Not much. But this is our highest amount of views. We're at 28, so thanks everybody for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in at 8:30 p.m. on a Friday evening.
Friday night.
It's Friday night call. Friday Night Lights. Lovely Lights.
Lovely
that we installed
Lights.
a couple seasons ago.
That's right.
And this is the next to last Cherry Blossom Bonspiel on the dirt floor, it appears.
That's right.
As apparently after next season, we're gonna pour some concrete.
Big old infrastructure project here at the National Capital Curling Center.
The grand plan that was discussed for the first time a solid decade ago will finally come to fruition. They've also put a survey out asking members for opinions on some potential warm room enhancements as part of all that. So if you got that email and haven't responded yet, please do respond, because the board would love to know what the membership thinks.
I think we should read the wackiest ones at the annual meeting.
I feel like that's a great plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be anything wacky, really.
Oh, well, I would encourage.
It's really a lot of.
wacky
Would you support this? Would you support this? Would you support this? There's not a lot of essay questions.
Oh, I might be a smartass about it if I respond. Because that's
No
kind of the
way.
way I roll.
Yeah, it's former
I also want tartan carpet.
former president privilege, right?
This feels happy.
Thanks, Ricky Moore. We really appreciate that. Said we are entertaining. I'm having a good time here calling the game with Alan. I think
Absolutely.
we've certainly caught our share of games together.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I saw there was an open spot, I certainly wanted to take advantage of it.
I appreciate that.
Ooh, that's a good shot. Sitting.
That's
That's
an
a
interesting
nice-
little. That's David is basically going for the jugular here in the sixth. I mean, you can't blame him. I mean, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, when you're playing when points matter, you got to do it. You got to play a bit more aggressive than you usually
Points
do.
matter, victories matter. The other opponent's giving you an opening, you take it. So aside from playoffs, you got anything left this season?
I got men's league.
That's what
And-
I meant by playoffs.
Oh, we still got one game left in the regular season.
Yeah.
And it's really tight. Like in Capital League, it's been very tight this year.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I think we're in the playoffs.
Okay.
Even if we lose, but we could be out. And there could be a 3-win team not in the playoffs in men's league, which
Wow,
is really
that
rare.
is unusual for
It is.
for
Yeah.
any league, really.
Yeah.
Because we basically take 16 teams to the playoffs in a lot of those scenarios.
So,
Or at
and
least
then,
8.
when it's over, it's golf. And I've taken up squash now, so I'll be playing some squash too. Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I have the Thursday playoffs in the C, unfortunately, but
Okay.
oh well. Sunday league playoffs, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure where I'm going to be there yet because we still have 2 games. So
The C event is the braided belt?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I also am going with a team of Potomac folks up to the Rochester Card Spiel.
Ah, yes. The
Third, hopefully the third
Curling
time.
Gathering?
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully the third time's the charm. I want to bring that trophy home.
Yeah.
We've actually got 2 teams from Potomac going this year.
Nice.
So one of us will get there.
I hear that's a really fun
It is a
event.
It is it's even fun to lose.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So a really excellent high guard
Really nice guard.
put in up there. David basically saying, I'm sitting 2. I'm okay with that. That's enough for me, and he's right. So he's asking, he's forcing Rob to start looking at circusy stuff. Although really, the circus degree here is not that high. He's going to try to raise his red up on the 2 yellows currently scoring. It's a simple raise, really.
It's a simple game, Alan.
All you got to do is hit the shots you throw.
1, 2.
Except it didn't work.
Oh, it did not work.
All you got to do is hit everything you throw.
Yeah.
And it's
Just got to execute
easy.
everything, right?
Right.
You score 2, you force 1, you win every game, right?
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all there is to
Is
it.
that how you do it?
I read that in a book.
Why didn't you
Ken
tell-
Wattinson's on curling.
Why
Copyright
didn't
1957.
Why didn't you tell me this like 10 years ago, dude?
I forgot.
All this time I've been thinking the strategy was get up by 2 or 3 and then give up a 4 in the 8th.
Sorry, dude. Got a couple of hammer shots on the other 2 sheets right now. Sheet C.
I kind of expect these to be last shot of game situations.
Yes. Well, she's sitting.
Probably two. And this would be a draw for 3.
Draw for 3.
Which would actually keep that, might keep that game alive. They've only got 1 more end. This is not getting there. This is going to be short of the house. It's only going to be a 2. The vice coming out and sweeping has never helped.
Nope. I never sweep as a vice. I'll tell you that right now.
2
Because I
red.
know it's not going to help.
2 red makes the score 11-4. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some shaking of. I am wrong.
Nope, she has not moved.
Maybe she's doing the I want to play for the end. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
the ends have value.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that does make the score 11-4.
11-4.
As we said.
That's right.
Meanwhile, that hammer over on D is coming. That hammer is red against at least a yellow 1, 2, 3, 1. At least 1, maybe more than 1.
Uh-oh. They're just tapping another one in for points.
And mystery bonus points. Yellow just got 2, maybe, unless it's too deep.
Definitely 2.
Yellow definitely got
I think it's definitely 3. I think it's
definitely
3.
3. So actually, technically, that makes that game over because it's 15-4, which is an 11-point
4.
difference. You can't score more than 8, so they are mathematically eliminated.
That's going to do it.
That does it. There are handshakes.
Should we have Johnson in our names? 15 sweeping beauties, 4.
So that means should we have Johnson's to our name, going to move to 2 victory points. They will have won 6 ends. 7 because of the bonus point for quitting after 6.
Yep.
And 2 plus 15, 17 plus 1, 18 rocks, which under ordinary circumstances, putting up a 15 would make you feel good. It may not actually be enough to pass the team, to pass Go Steelers, because Go Steelers is putting up a larger number themselves. So, yeah.
Here we go. This is Rob Green's first shot in N6.
And it looks like he's finally going to get that free.
Well, with my shot.
Not quite, but good enough.
Really good shot.
So that's a nice stone.
Yeah, it's a good rock.
And he does have hammer. So if there is some Schlanger danger here, if he does not respond well, he could give up a 2, which would make it a 5-3 game.
Tight game. Last end.
He'd be up 2. He'd have hammer.
Yeah.
But danger, Will Robinson, or danger, Dave Schlanger.
It's just about. You beat me to it.
So it looks like the call that's being made is just a tap draw sort of thing.
Yeah, just move it just a scooch. And even if you're a little short and you force into 1, that's fine too.
That's fine. One is.
You just want to be near that button, or at least take that draw
Right.
away. Take that second shot away.
Courtney's scrubbing pretty hard. Not a directional sweep, a distance sweep. Naomi just joined in, so they've got full throttle going. It's got to move a little. It's going to move plenty. Is it going to have enough juice on it to do the tap? They're not even trying for the tap, really. They're just kind of freezing to the top of it to do that clinch, to do that force of 1. As
Great shot. That's a great shot.
That's beautiful. Yeah, because anything
kind of locked him in.
Anything that locks that. Okay, there's one thing you could do, but it's on the realm of crazy.
Tell me, Alan.
So, the stone that was just delivered.
Yeah.
Skinny off we're looking at the top, the left-hand side of that.
And then kick it back
bounce
in.
off of that yellow, kick in, catch the back of the button, take your 2. And
yeah, the in-off.
Or actually, frankly, there's another way to do it, which is just coming a straight in-off, because you don't have to play off that first
True,
one.
yeah, but it would be
that
cool
would
if
be
he
a lot
did.
easier.
Yeah. For the cameras, guys. For the cameras.
Yeah,
looks like he's not doing that.
He's not
given where the
doing
broom
that?
is.
Well,
no, look at where that broom is.
well,
It's a 12 foot.
Yeah, okay, so he's playing this pure draw, which full 4 foot's plenty. But I'll bet you he'll take a roll off that yellow if he's a little wide.
Yeah.
So red's definitely taking 1. Yeah, red's definitely. There's no way to screw that up. Red's definitely taking 1. The question is, okay, he's bringing the broom in a little bit. He's trying to get 2, which is what's necessary to really keep the game alive. Pretty sure they'll throw the 7th regardless, but.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, they're really just keeping it clean. They're not really scrubbing yet. Well, now they're starting to sweep it to purpose.
Oh,
This is going to be close to the end-off
If he
that I
gets
was talking
by it.
about. It's by it. It's rolling.
Oh,
in.
what a beautiful
Ding, ding,
shot!
ding, ding, ding.
The crowd goes up. That's a great shot by Rob Green.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
That's a 2 for Team
What a
Green.
beaut.
5-3.
Got ourselves a ball game here, Alan.
5-3. Let's play a 7th end. I'm glad of the 4 games that with the one that we're broadcasting. Is
I
the
know,
one
right?
that-
This
the one
happened
that
earlier
has a
tonight,
little
too.
drama.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
So, all right, we're gonna play the last end.
It says 8:30.
Got him in guard.
Oh, so they did post a time out on the ice.
Okay.
So this will be the last end for sure.
Right. Okay, apparently the time was 8:35, which does mean that
Correct.
the clock got started when they got the ice, not at the 7
All right.
o'clock.
As they should have.
Yeah, it makes
As they
logic.
should have.
Yes. But they made the deadline. We're playing 7. We're throwing it.
But
Schlanger
boy, that
did-
was that shot from Rob
was-
Green.
I mean, chef's kiss. I mean, there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
want to make that the Alpine Light Lager shot of the game so far.
Better than
Pretty
the,
clutch.
better than the Everest Funeral Services shot of the game, so I'm good with it.
All right, sweet.
I don't think we're gonna.
Good shot, Rob, wherever you are. Oh wait, you're out here on sheet B.
He's alive, Alan. He's alive.
Right, right,
He's right in front of us.
Right.
This is not ghost curling. But wouldn't it be weird if it was? I don't think they could grip the rock. I don't think they could actually grip the handle too well or sweep too well. So
Yeah, they'd use some sort of spectral force thing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
yeah, glad we've had this chat.
Let's. As problems to solve go, that's pretty low on my priority
Yeah.
list.
But I don't think you have to worry about picks unless they're like ectoplasm kind of thing. Then that would be a mess.
I mean, have you ever tried to curl? Yeah. And yep.
And
okay,
there's the
50
bell
of these
for
are
the
last end.
last end.
Which I'm pretty sure both of these teams already knew that. That did not come as a surprise by any stretch of the imagination.
So that's a great start, center line guard for the team from Bucks County, Team Green.
I mean, you're going to steal.
That's
That's
what you
what
gotta
you
do
got
to
to do.
steal. Yeah.
Interestingly, they are not choosing to throw up a second guard. It appears. It appears they're
Yeah,
playing the draw in
draw
behind game.
early, right?
That is definitely a choice.
Well, it looks like he may get that. Is he going to get that guard? I can't tell.
Yes.
He's gonna get it
He's
anyway.
got to double guard the center line.
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the
Right.
Schlanger Danger's been hitting pretty well tonight, so I think that second guard is the way to go.
Maybe that was the plan. Maybe it just looked like he was calling for draw
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave can't touch either of those because the way he could touch them, but he can't do much with them because they're both center guard. They're both tick protected. Brought to you by Hearts.
Isn't I can't do that, Dave, isn't actually on one of the handles? The phrase I can't do that, Dave.
It's entirely possible.
I think it is, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's on B, but
Only curl.
so looking for the draw in behind the cover. This feels a little steamy.
Yeah, they're not touching it.
And by a little steamy, I mean a lot steamy. It looks like Brian's going to make sure it gets through.
Yep, don't run any catchers.
Yeah, exactly.
Good thinking.
Yep. Up by 2. They need to hang that 6th end Sorkin, otherwise I will keep forgetting what this game situation is.
Well, Todd's on it, so thank you for putting the score up there, Todd.
That's true. I can make it. But all right, so we're going to put up another guard, or are we going to start using the ones we got?
I think we're going to start using the ones we got.
I might put up another one.
You think so? Yeah.
Because the likelihood
way
of
they're-
2 guards getting taken out by any one shot is slim. So if I have a 3rd guard, I'm going to have 2 stones that I can throw with guards, and I need 2 points.
Well, this one's looking pretty nice.
If it
gets
curls
over.
enough, if it gets over, it
Ooh,
kind
it
of dies.
just open.
No, yeah, totally open,
Yeah.
100% exposed.
Yeah. Good
So,
try, though.
Pretty sure that Dave is telling Courtney, make stone go bye-bye. See stone, hit stone, make stone go bye-bye.
She's been hitting really well tonight. So let's see that streak continues.
Really, I mean,
The whole team's been hitting well tonight.
yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I haven't had a stat. I wish I'd been keeping stats because I'm pretty sure the number would be high. Courtney's rock is on the way. Little wide on the push, but well within tolerance. Is it well within tolerance?
Brian's trying to carve it.
She's not there yet. No, this is a flash. Isn't that how it always works? The announcers talk about how great somebody's playing and they screw something up.
We apologize, friends. We apologize.
That is completely our fault.
Yes. We missed that shot.
So, now, Team Green, second, Petrycheva.
Petrycheva.
Yeah, that is. It looks like she's going to put a guard up above that current scoring one. They probably don't mind if it's top 12. Well, actually, it wouldn't do much good, so it's probably just a guard. Might be a little heavy for that. Oh, they're sweeping it, so never mind.
Oh, yeah, it's coming down.
Is it coming across? I can't see people in the way. And yes, it is. It's digging over nicely. Yeah, that's going to be, that as guards go, that's going to be providing what we in the business refer to as coverage.
Very good.
Slight over curl, but slight. I mean, I see.
Yeah, slight.
I see a quarter of the stone, maybe not even that.
All right, John's going to hang the score now. Now it's official. Now it's 5-3.
Okay.
I don't have all of it. I don't have enough.
All right, Courtney wants a double.
The other way?
The double peel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red goes across. Yeah.
She wants to cross face.
Yeah, this is
cross face double
I
peel.
have to hit it quite thin, fairly thin, Dave.
I've seen her make this, so
No,
she knows what she wants.
The other way. You're right. Across the face.
I'm hitting it to cross.
All righty, Brian, another skip. Going to talk to Dave about
Courtney
this.
knows what she wants to throw.
Brian
She can't
knows
get
what she wants to
Brian
throw.
knows what she wants to. She can't get Dave to put the broom where Courtney wants the broom. Brian's fixing the problem. And it's important to make sure the whole team is on the same
100%.
page.
This is an important shot.
Yes.
Hair last, Dave.
You hit it right there, okay?
Okay. All right.
I think we figured it out.
Took a little bit. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, if she makes this double peel, it gets a lot harder for the steal of 2 to occur. Stone's on its way. It feels like it's tight. I think she's going to get more of the top one than she wants. I could be wrong.
What a peach.
I'm wrong.
What a peach.
You know that thing about she's got to get more of it than she wanted? I was, how do you say, wrong.
That was a great shot, Courtney.
That worked out very well. Courtney
Took them both away, got the shooter out of the way.
red lies one. Nothing to hide behind anymore. Well, okay. Technically, they've got 1 stone to hide behind up at the top 12, but
No, and
not.
he put it like in the 3 guard. I think I like it a little higher. Wouldn't you think? Because if you put it deeper, it makes another double a little bit easier to hit, eh? I kind of want it higher.
Yeah. 2.
Yeah.
High 1 would be too high, probably.
Yeah, I agree.
2 would be
2 would be
fine.
good. Well, I'm just sitting here with a headset on, so, you know, what do I know?
As the lead for a team that's 2-0 in this thing, so
yeah.
you got a little bit of cred.
That's pretty cool.
So this is going to be a high guard. I'm concerned it's not going to come across enough. I'm not 100% sure it's cleared the hog. It's cleared the hog now. That's got to dig. They should have kept sweeping that for a little bit because that is.
Yeah.
That's.
You can kind of see a
not
good bit of
covering.
it from the other side.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave's playing it safe and peeling that top guard. Makes sense. Because at the moment, Red's only sitting 1.
Right. You don't. If you
If
give
Red
him
was-
1, whatever.
Yeah, if Red was sitting 2, that would be more problematic than it is. Okay,
Yeah.
Brian just picked up something and is like, what the?
You think it's the ectoplasm from the ghost?
It might have been ghost
Oh my
ectoplasm.
word.
So we need to watch out for some sort of spooky,
Dude, we need to
supernatural
get somebody
pick
into
on
this curling club and perform an exorcism or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
boy.
could probably use some exercise. That's what golf season's for. All right, Brian's got his stone on the way.
Yes.
They're really just kind of looking to peel that guard.
Yes.
They're going to get the guard. I'm not sure the stone. Yeah, it's going to peel. That's
Yep.
fine.
Very nice.
Maybe might not go completely out, but it'll be wide enough to not matter,
Yes.
which is enough. Hey, you know what? We're in Vice Stones. We're running out of rocks.
Yeah, got to sink a second one in somewhere.
Red's only got three stones to play, including this one that John Fink is getting ready to throw. They got to manufacture another point.
Hey, friends, that's handshakes on sheet C. I'm counting 1, 2, maybe 3 on yellow. They kind of started kicking some stones away before we could count, but that's going to be a W.
It is 3. That's going to make that final score 14-4. We'll see if that's what it is. They may or may not hang it. Teams don't always hang the final score, even though it does matter in this. They do have a little score sheet they can write down on. So.
Yes.
So the stone was thrown over here on what's left of our game. It did not come all the way across to be a full guard. It is covering about half of the stone.
Yeah, if you got a double peel here potential, just the way they're kind of angled. I don't know, man. Maybe, can you guess, is 3 possible?
Possible, yes. Are they going for it? No.
No. Just make something go away.
You don't need
That's
it.
the bonus.
Yeah, you don't need it. If you don't need it. All right, Brian Dauernheim throwing his final stone of the game. Being asked to remove at least one of those stones up at the top of the house. If 2 go away, it's a bonus. 2 are not going to go away. He's going to peel the top guard, and that's all he's going to do.
Good enough.
It's fine.
Alrighty, so Rob Green's got to sink a second one and got to hit at least 8 foot.
The shooter does stay in play, but over at a fairly irrelevant portion of the sheet. Yep, Rob's got to be sitting here going, I got to make 2 out of this, I got to make 2 out of this. How do I make 2 out of this? I got to make 2 out of this.
Got to draw a second one in.
From another point of view, even if he's considering, all right, I'm not going to make 2 out of this, he's to figure out how to steal 1, at least get the end point.
Right. Get the end.
Get the end point.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to improve his standing in the middle.
And
He'd rather pull the tie.
Correct.
But if you can't, you want to at least get the end. Stone is on the way. Nice strong handle, no issues there. They're kind of prepping to keep it clean. They're not sweeping it yet. Technically, he's currently executing a sweeping violation, but we won't call him on it.
Is that because he's not making an actual brushing motion?
He's not making any actual brushing motion, and he's not in front of the stone. That is a much better guard than the previous guard. So that secures that 1 to a large degree. I mean, not perfectly, but that makes that 1 that they've got a little more positive. Brian's saying, hey, let's blow up the two in front.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I wouldn't object to that. We're having a committee of the skips meeting.
Indeed we are. And Naomi doing her great job as a lead.
Naomi's
brushing off the stones.
Naomi's like, I don't get paid
and
enough to get in
getting
the
out
middle
of the way.
Yep, I do not get paid enough to get in the middle of that. I'm staying down here. I'm cleaning a stone. It's fine.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
If they ask me what I see from the hack, I am prepared to tell them.
Yes.
But
that's how you lead people. You get out of the way.
That's what you do. Leadership.
Yes.
Okay, Courtney has apparently given her opinion and is walking away.
Yeah, you just hit something, make them all go away.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you something, Alan. If they do this double,
yep,
are you playing the come around, or are you just going to try to hit that yellow one, sit 2, and force them to draw?
That second thing.
Yeah. What do you like? Just if you're red. Second thing.
Hit
that yellow one.
I hit that yellow. I have the 2 in the house. One of which is it touching the 4. Make the other side. Make the other side either make a clean hit and stick, or make a draw, depending on which way they'd rather go. And I've got 2 stones that are scoring, so I could maybe make my 2. Yes, I'm relying on the other team to screw up, but
if you're down 2 with that, you kind of have to, right?
At least I'm giving him a chance to screw up.
Yeah.
So this looks like he's going to roughly nose that top one, which should make 2 stones go away.
There goes 1. There goes 2. Oh, no.
Possibly his also. Okay. He they don't have to deal with his yellow.
Wow.
It has been dealt with.
Well, that's
for
an
them.
interesting.
And just to make life a little more entertaining, where the shooter ended up is providing guard coverage for that yellow.
Wow, what a turn of events. Alan, I did not see that coming.
Neither did I.
There was a bit of an audible gasp here in the warm room as well.
Life gets entertaining. What do you do? What do you do?
Well, number one, you got to touch paint.
Absolutely.
Number one.
Yes.
Number two, I think you got to get behind cover.
I think you touch paint and you, there's no cover to get behind.
He was pointing to the top 12 behind that yellow one.
But that gives an open draw with nothing on the ice.
Yeah, that's right.
To the other side for the full 4 foot. I mean, yes, you're making Dave draw against a tie to the 4 foot, which is risky.
What if you, when Dave was in the hack, could you summon a swarm of bees and make him miss?
I mean, I couldn't because I'm allergic to bees,
okay.
but they might be able to.
Gotcha. Also, I believe sorcery is against the spirit of curling, so let's pretend we even have that conversation.
You know, I mean, technically, so is deliberately burning your own stone because you're not going to like the
That's also
result of it, and yet that was done at a qualifier recently, and they got away with it.
Ooh.
Yeah. There has been controversy. This stone, however, feels hot.
It does. Oh, it just has to. If it doesn't stick around, oh boy.
It
Is it going to dig? Is it going to dig?
May not.
It's going to stick around. It'll stick around.
It sticks. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Dave Schlanger.
So what it does do is it gives Dave a draw backing to take the game.
Yep.
Now, Red would still get the end in that situation, which, better than a slap in the face.
Yeah. And keep in mind, everybody, ties are part of this event. So should something happen and it does go to a 5-5 tie, that will be the end of the game regardless. So they will not play an extra end. They will not have a skip draw to the pin.
Correct.
But all Dave has to do is just touch full 8. Mostly full 8.
A little bit better than
full 8.
A little bit better than full 8 to win.
And they'll get the W.
A little bit better than full 8 to win. A little bit better than touch 4 to win the end.
Still got 26 people checking this out, guys. Thanks again using your Friday night to watch our Cherry Blossom Bond spiel here. This is the last draw and our last game tonight. Try to tune in tomorrow. We'll have games on all day. And thanks for tuning in. Here we go.
All right. Dave Schlanger's final stone is on the way. There is some Schlanger danger here to be afraid of. If he misses up this draw, the game could turn into a tie.
But he's got the backing. I think he's using it.
He's got the backing. It looks like he's going to use it. Courtney's getting on the scrub like she's concerned about the weight. Naomi's helping. I don't know that I blame them for this. It feels a little light at the moment.
Looks good to me. It looks good to me.
Probably
looks
got
really
enough.
Good to me.
It's got enough for the...
It does the job. It does the job.
It wins the game but loses the end. Red does take 1. So our final is going to be 5-4. Schlangerdager's got to move up to 4 points. They won 3 ends, so they've got 8 ends and a grand total of 12 points. Team Green is going to remain at the 2 points, but they'll move to 8 ends, 1 and 12 points, which should keep them ahead of Total Eclipse of the Button in the pool. But that brings us up to the end of the thing.
Yeah, Alan, great game. Todd, thanks for doing the cameras.
So Todd, Joe, Alan saying have a wonderful night. Catch y'all tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye now.